Boy, Fat Albert, why'd you have to volunteer us to straighten out the gym?
Yeah, this is no job for high-class guys like us.
I didn't know we were high-class guys.
I'm not surprised.
The school's finally getting new equipment for the gym. That's why the coach asked for volunteers. I thought you guys would be glad to help.
Well, you thought wrong.
Come back out if you want.
We can?
Of course, then you'll miss the all-you-can-eat pizza dinner the coach promised us.
Pizza!
All we can eat? Boy, Fat Albert, why'd you have to volunteer us to straighten out the gym?
Yeah, this is no job for high-class guys like us.
I didn't know we were high-class guys.
I'm not surprised.
The school's finally getting new equipment for the gym. That's why the coach asked for volunteers. I thought you guys would be glad to help.
Well, you thought wrong.
Come back out if you want.
We can?
Of course, then you'll miss the all-you-can-eat pizza dinner the coach promised us.
Pizza!
All we can eat?
You don't belong in this world, monster!
allow me to introduce some of the stages we haven't shown before. We put a lot of effort into enhancing the look of the stages and rebalancing them as well. That said, for stages that originally appeared in the Nintendo 64 game, we prioritized nostalgia, intentionally keeping the classic look. The stage total is turning out to be pretty impressive. Let's compare it to the totals in previous games. Now the total number of stages is, voila, 103. We must be crazy. If we exclude Battlefield, Final Destination, and Big Battlefield, we'd have exactly 100. But take a look at the stage select screen. Every stage can also be transformed into both Battlefield and Omega forms, so the total number of stages is actually more than 300. All of these stages can be played in 8-player battles, and they are all available from the beginning. Additionally, you have the option to turn off stage hazards. When you're looking for a change of pace and don't want to be interrupted by hazards, select this option for a less chaotic experience. Also, the order of the stages matches the order in which they were introduced in the series, just like the fighters. Check that out! While playing, the stage can transform around you. But first, you must select the stage morph option. Then, you can pick 2 stages on the stage select menu. Feel free to choose any stages you like and have fun. For the player who wants it all, My Music lets you select specific tracks for each stage, and this feature is making a return. Until now, each stage had its own set of music tracks, but this time, the tracks are organized by series instead. For example, as long as you're playing on a stage based on the Legend of Zelda series, you can pick any of the tracks included from that series. Oh wow, more than 800 tracks. And if we count other types of music, like menus and fanfare, then there's actually about 900 compositions. If you played them all in a row, without looping or stopping, there's more than 28 hours worth of music. These game franchises are a big part of video game history, and the result is a massive library of memorable music. All of this packed into one game. This in itself is extraordinary. Of course, there's a sound test menu as well. For your browsing pleasure, we've sorted all of the tracks by game series. It's like having an album for each series. If a track has no corresponding fighter or stage, or if it's from one title rather than a series, it can be found in the Other section. You can create your own playlists too. Sort them in any order you like, anytime, as much as you want. The rules. If you create your own rule set, you can immediately begin playing with those rules at any time. In addition to Time Battle and Stock Battle, Stamina Battle is now treated as one of the standard Smash modes. There's a different feeling of intensity in these battles. This time, stage selection comes before fighter selection. This way, you can pick a fighter based on how well suited they are for the stage. Or let the last battle's loser pick the next stage to even the odds. In Sudden Death, you not only start with 300% damage, but the camera will steadily zoom in. This creates a nice sense of urgency. Chargeable final smashes are now a selectable option. During a match, your final smash meter will fill, and then, once it's maxed out, you can use a weaker final smash. When you apply this option to a match, things can get really flashy. If you're up for a party, please try it out. By the way, no two final smashes will happen simultaneously. We've added in Squad Strike. It's a 5-on-5 or 3-on-3 elimination style battle to decide the winner. Each player will use 5 consecutive fighters in one battle, but it might be fun for multiple players to take turns as well. We're also including Tourney mode. Choose the number of players and CPU participants, and the game will automatically structure a tournament bracket. Up to 32 players can join the tournament, so it's great for parties too. We're adding a special Smash mode called Smashdown. After a battle in this mode, the previously selected fighters will no longer be available to use in the next battle, so each player must select a different fighter. It definitely pays off to be skilled with multiple fighters. You could also strategically pick a fighter your opponent is good with before they can. The new training mode will feature an exclusive stage. We've displayed a grid so it's easy to measure distance and more. You can also display launch distance. The red line predicts your trajectory at 0% damage, and the blue line is for 100% damage. The fighter's weight is factored in at the moment of impact. The single-player mode, in which players battle against a series of fighters, will return in the form of Classic mode. Each fighter has a set series of stages and opponents they will face.
Back to base!
All of them can be considered special guests, and another powerful one has just arrived. From the Monster Hunter series, Rathalos swoops in. He appears as a boss, but he can also show up as an assist trophy. Actually, he's the first character to appear as both. As you can see, there's a mysterious mode here, but we can't talk about that just yet. Also, there's a dashboard on the right side of the screen. This can be accessed at any time by pressing the ZR button. Options and control descriptions are listed here as well.